Hello trainees. Welcome to today's class of week number 36. In week number 36, we are going to discuss about the topics of 1. Screw thread. 2. Principle of cutting screw thread. 3. Principle of chasing screw thread. And 4. Setting tool for cutting internal and external threads. First, we are going to discuss about the topic of screw thread. Let's see the objectives of this topic. You shall be able to define screw thread, state the use of screw thread, identify square thread, and specify its uses. Identify the modified square thread and its applications. Identify the different forms of trapezoidal threads and their uses. Now, see the definition of screw thread. Thread is a ridge of uniform cross-section which follows the path of a helix around the cylinder or cone, either externally or internally. Helix is a type of curve generated by a point which is moving at a uniform speed around the cylinder or cone, and at the same time moves at a uniform speed parallel to the axis. Next, we are going to see the uses of screw thread. First one is as fasteners to hold together and dismantle components when needed. Second one is to transmit motion on machines from one unit to another. Third one is to make accurate measurements. Fourth one is to apply pressure. And the fifth one is to make adjustments. And then, we are going to discuss about square and trapezoidal threads. Square and trapezoidal threads have more cross-sectional area than threads. They are more suitable to transmit motion or power than threads. They are not used for fastening purposes. First, we are going to see square thread. In this thread, the flanks are perpendicular to the axis of the thread. Square threads are used for transmitting motion or power. Example: screw jack, vise handles, cross slide, and compound slide, activating screwed shafts. Let's see the designation of square thread. A square thread of nominal diameter 60 mm and pitch 9 mm shall be designated as square of 60 × 9 IS 4694-1968. The dimensions A, B, E, P, H1, H1, H2 and D1 are changed as per thread series, fine, normal and coarse. Next, we are going to see modified square thread. Modified square threads are similar to ordinary square threads, except for the depth of the thread. The depth of thread is less than half pitch of the thread. The depth varies according to the application. The crest of the thread is chamfered at both ends to 45 degrees to avoid the formation of burrs. These threads are used where quick motion is required. Then next, we are going to discuss about trapezoidal threads. These threads have a profile which is neither square nor thread form and have a form of trapezoid. They are used to transmit motion or power. The different forms of trapezoidal threads are 1. ACME thread, 2. Buttress thread, 3. Worm thread, and 4. Sawtooth thread. Let's discuss about the types of thread one by one. First one is ACME thread. This thread is a modification of the square thread. It has an included angle of 29 degrees. It is preferred for many jobs because it is fairly easy to machine. ACME threads are used in lathe lead screws. This form of thread enables the easy engagement of the half nut. The metric ACME thread has an included angle of 30 degrees. Second one is buttress thread. In buttress thread, one flank is perpendicular to the axis of the thread, and the other flank is at 45 degrees. These threads are used on the parts where pressure acts at one flank of the thread during transmission. Figure shows the various elements of a buttress thread. These threads are used in power press, carpentry vices, gun breeches, ratchets, etc. And the third type is worm thread. This is similar to ACME thread in shape, but the depth of thread is more than that of ACME thread. This thread is cut on the worm shaft, which engages with the worm wheel. The worm wheel and worm shaft are used in places where motion is to be transmitted between shafts at right angles. It also gives a high rate of speed reduction. The worm wheel is generally cut by diametral pitch, DP, or module pitch cutters. Diametral pitch, DP, is the ratio between the number of teeth to the pitch diameter, PD, of the gear. Module is the ratio between the pitch diameter of the gear and the number of teeth of the gear. To boost your brain power, we are going to play one quiz related to this topic. The question is, what is the name of the thread cut given below? The options are A. Worm thread, B. Buttress thread, C. Square thread, and D. ACME thread. Yes, you are right. The answer is B. Buttress thread. With this, we are completed the topic in part 1 of week 36. I will be back with the remaining topics in the next videos. Thank you.